I opened the bedroom door and found my husband in bed with his best friend. Not by accident, not confused, fully involved, on our matrimonial bed. That was the day everything I believed about love, loyalty, and marriage collapsed. Daniel and Michelle were the kind of couple that made marriage look easy. Lavish vacations, surprise gifts, matching outfits, and anniversary shout-outs that trended on social media. On the outside, they were the perfect pair. But inside their home, something was wrong. Daniel, a successful marketing executive, showered his wife with luxury. From Chanel handbags to first-class tickets, he never let her lack. But despite all the love he showed her in public, behind closed doors, he barely touched her. Michelle, patient and trusting, believed he was either stressed or tired from work. And whenever she raised concerns, Daniel would make an effort just enough to quiet her suspicions. Still, one detail stuck out. His best friend, Ryan. Ryan was everywhere. At their dinners, on their vacations, in their house, laughing, talking, and spending late nights in the visitor's parlor. To Michelle, it was harmless. Just two close friends catching up. What she didn't realize was that this friendship was hiding a deeper truth. And that truth came crashing down one Thursday afternoon. Michelle wasn't supposed to be home that day. She had traveled to visit her mother, while Daniel told her he'd be heading to Port Harcourt for a work seminar. But her plans changed. She returned home early and quietly entered the house. From the dining table, she noticed 2 wine glasses, one still half full. Then she heard it. Muffled voices. A rhythm. A sound that didn't belong in silence. She climbed the stairs and pushed open her bedroom door. There they were, Daniel and Ryan, tangled in her bed sheets. On her matrimonial bed, the room fell into chaos. Ryan scrambled for the blanket. Daniel sat up, stunned, and Michelle stood frozen, not screaming, not crying, just staring. That moment ended the illusion. Everything she believed about her marriage shattered. The next few days were heavy. Michelle was furious. Not only because of the betrayal, but because of how long it had been hidden. Without a word to Daniel, she packed some of her belongings into her travel boxes and left. She rented a small self-contained apartment across town, modest, but quiet, just enough to give her peace. Daniel kept calling and texting, but she blocked him. She didn't want answers. She wanted space to breathe. She hadn't even told her family where she was. But one evening, about 2 weeks after she moved in, there was a knock on the door. It was Ryan. He looked exhausted, eyes swollen, lips dry, and his hands shaking. He was holding a brown envelope. "I know I'm the last person you want to see," he said. "But please just hear me out." Michelle wanted to slam the door, but something in his eyes made her pause. He stepped in, stood quietly for a moment, and finally spoke. Daniel had been battling his sexuality for years. Their relationship started in university and had never truly ended. They tried to stop. They fasted, prayed, even dated other people. But the pressure to appear normal pushed Daniel into marriage. A marriage he thought would fix him. But it only made him more desperate and more dishonest. Then Ryan handed Michelle the envelope. "I just got tested," he said. "I don't know Daniel's status, but I think you should protect yourself." The words sent shivers down her spine. Michelle went for testing immediately the next morning. Negative. But just barely in time. Shaken by the results, she finally unblocked Daniel and confronted him. He didn't deny it. In fact, he broke down completely. "I was scared," he said. "I didn't know how to tell you." That was the moment Michelle realized her anger was justified, but her safety had been at risk too. But the story didn't end there. In the following weeks, Michelle's friend, who worked in telecoms, called her with shocking news. "I think your husband is in a private WhatsApp group. You won't believe what's going on." The group, codenamed Men of Valor, was a secret circle of married men living double lives. They shared stories, photos, hookups. Some were politicians, pastors, even respected husbands in their communities. Daniel had been a member for over 5 years. Michelle was stunned. Her husband wasn't just hiding a personal struggle, he was part of a network. One screenshot said it all: "My wife thinks I'm doing midweek vigil." Meanwhile, Ryan's here already. She couldn't unsee it. Michelle knew this was no longer just her story. She started documenting everything, quietly, carefully. She didn't want revenge. She wanted the truth. And she wasn't the only wife dealing with a lie, despite everything. Ryan and Daniel couldn't stay away from each other. Their connection wasn't casual, it was deep, codependent, and built on years of secrecy.